are live here with the Form the Micros. We got two groups set up for today's race. We got, of course, Steve Waters in Group 1, as well as Lemon and once again Proto. Group 2 is going to be Gohan, Arisneta, Dale, and Shuffle. So you guys will move up to staging once they're ready. But that being said, I remember to change the light to do slash. So I'll do this for an example. I just need you to do slash yellow once qualifying is done. Alright. Group 1, watch the lights. We are green on the racetrack for Group 1. And Proto disconnects. We still have our first group out though. It's going to be again 5 laps of qualifying. Lemon is crossing over with Steve Waters as they make their way down the backstretch to form the micro feature. It's going to get going in just a bit, but here we are with qualifying at 11.465 for the first lap. Let's change your laps to 1. Second lap in 11.138. 3 more laps to go for the Formula Micro Group 1 qualifying. A purple sector 2 for Lemon. As here, Steve Waters with the purple sector 1 now closing in, but he's going to take an inner line. Stays down the inside through 3 and 4. He's going to make the move. Passes him, takes the top time, 11.051. White flag in the air. Next time by, we'll be seeing the checkers. Checkers are out. We're going to put the yellow out. Just make your way around 3 and 4 and pull off of 2. No connection. You are going to be starting behind them. So after the Nets group. So unless Dale doesn't go. So if we could get the Nets group to head up to staging. Need Arisneta, Shuffle, Gohan, and Dale. Actually, you know what? We're going to put you and Dale in the same group. So, Dale seems to be AFK. So, watch the lights. Again, it's going to be slash green there, Dabcat. Let me check. You there?
I am here.
Alright. You're going to change the light to slash green, and that's when we'll be going.
On the zone.
Green is out. Green flag for group number 2. The rest going to wait for staging. As we have 3 heavy hitters here, Arisneta, Shuffle, and Gohan. Change all laps to -1. A purple sector 1 for Shuffle as he makes his way out of the final turn. Will he go top of the board? Yes, he will. 10.571 into lap record as far as it goes here in the new configuration. Another purple sector 1, purple sector 2 for Shuffle. He's running the field. It's not going to go any faster. That should be lap 2, so... Let me just do that real quickly. Third lap in a purple sector 1 again for Shuffle. Another shot. Eris in second. Gohan in third. And Shuffle goes faster. 10.555. Now these micros are the fastest cars at Saga Speedway. 1 lap to go. And checkers. Alright. Make your way off the track to turn 2, please. Now need Dale and one team Proto to head up to staging. You guys are doing good. Just watch the lights. Alright, on your call, Dabcat. Look at that light there off of turn 2. Should be turning slash green. That's when it goes. You can also look at the back of your car. Green flag's out.
Sorry for the weird green.
Yep. Alright, let's see if we can watch this group from 1 team Proto. Change laps to 0. And Dale Ross will lead us off. Dale Ross, however, getting closed in by 1 team Proto. Proto in 4th place of purple sector 3. He's going to slap that wall. After this, we'll be having a 5-minute intermission. A purple sector 1 for Del Ross. He makes his way through 3 and 4. Can he go top of the board? He's going to move up to 4th place. Now 2 laps to go for Del Ross. 1-2 Proto into the 3rd place spot. I don't know if that was a cut or not. That was a cut for 1-2 Proto. So he's got one more shot. White flag in the air. Oh, Proto goes around. And checkers will be out there for Del Ross, and he pulls it in. Dale will keep his 5th place qualifying spot, and looks like Proto is going to get a spin, but a podium starting spot. That was... Yeah. Alright, 5-minute intermission now starting right now. If, Shuffle if you want an interview. Alright. So Shuffle here coming up with a top time. We are in the intermission between, of course, qualifying and lining up for the actual event. What do you guys say about the track so far today? I don't know if he's going to be speaking or if he's going to be using chat. It's about that time between the two.
Oh, my bad. I muted my mic, my bad. I was definitely not in the full sentence before I found out I was muted, no. But it's a flat oval, so it's a lot same stuff on a lot of flat ovals. There's really only one line, and if you have it, you're good to go.
Alright, well, it seems like you've got it down pretty well. Again, that time, a 10.555. That might be the best time of the weekend. We'll see if that one gets beaten in the race.
I mean, I did a 10.4 in practice. I will try to beat it in the race.
Alright. Now, we do have a corner cut rule. You weren't there to see it, but it might be a bit of a factor today. We'll get to explain that one in just a bit, but you think that there's going to be anything significant about that today?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's people who already cut. I did it myself in practice. I will try to do not do it, but sometimes you just turn in a little bit too early. Then you cut on accident, but it's still a cut, so I think it will definitely play a role, and especially with the amount of people we have, a caution will not be unheard of.
Yeah, we did see a flip in the Stock I-4 feature from the pole sitter. Well, that was from Asphalt Racer Braden. He just went end over end and flipped like a patty. So, that these things do also flip. So, we'll see if anyone is unfortunate today. Is there anything else you want to say before we start getting ready for the feature?
I will give whoever flips 50 Robux.
Well, mind you,
I'll flip the race.
the winning prizes for this race are also a bit higher than usual. We'll read those out in just a moment. If you get a win, it's going to be 250 Robux. You get 2nd place, that's 150 to take home. 3rd gets 100, and if you've helped this race, you're going to get 75, get sent your way too. So, top 3 all getting paid significantly higher than usual. So, you know, as long as you get a podium, that's kind of going to be a bit of a factor. You got about 2 minutes now before we start lining up. Is there anything else you want to say, Shuffle, before we try to move on?
Let's get going. That's the only thing I have to say.
All right. Air Synthetic Qualifying P2. We'll be starting the front row. Again, another new setup. I don't know if you're going to be happy with it. You usually tend to not really like how things are doing. However, you seem to be off to a pretty decent start. It is Saugus. Is there anything you want to say leading to the race today? I think she's AFK. Alright. Up next is Proto. I think a 10.1 is possible, he says. Let's not get onto the track yet, guys. We still have a minute left before it's time for interviews. Just head on back. Behind that is Gohan, the third place finisher of the Stock I-4 feature. I don't know if you want to interview or not. Who's BFK? Yeah. Okay. So about 40 seconds left before this one starts. Again, a lot of work has been put into this feature. Into overall just the entire event. New setups for pretty much every class. It should be to some degree an improvement, although you know I can only get so much done for today. Some differential work should make the cars a slight bit more consistent, but we'll see. Now, again, this being Saugus, you never know what you're gonna get. This race is seems to be a bit of a round of consistency. However, that cut, the cone in the tire, it will be a factor, and I'll be explaining that one in a bit. That being said, if we could start lining up, it's going to be double file for the start. Obviously, restart's going to be it's going to be single file for the restarts. Inside row is going to be built up of the cars that qualified odd, even to the outside. So if you're second, fourth, or sixth, you'll be on the outside row. First row is going to be shuffle on the inside, airs to the outside, give each other one car length of space. Inside of row 2 is going to be no connection. Once you proto, outside is going to be Gohan. Make sure to line up a bit even with airs. Row 3 on the inside is going to be Del Ross. Outside is going to be Steve Waters, and then in last will be Lemon. Now Dale's not with us, or he is with us. He's AFK. Because it's cool. Yeah, we'll get to that one. I couldn't find one. Let me line Dale's car up for him. Lemon, if you could back it up. We're also going to be doing an AFK check, so if, hop out of your car. I will not. The pace speed today on the inside row is going to be 40 miles an hour. Just stay behind that pace car. Stay behind the car ahead of you. And to the outside, you just need to hold up in the corners. Again, straights are going to be 40. The outside, just make sure you're going a little bit quicker. Your job is going to be to stay a little bit ahead of the car to your side, whether you're inside or outside. Just try to stay about half a car length ahead of the car that's to the side of you on your row. That's going to clear that out. Again, we need everyone outside the car. Stand by for a second here. We're just doing an AFK check. I think everyone is. So, if everyone can hop back into your cars, we're going to do 10 laps, or we're going to do 5 laps of pacing. Alright. So let's read out the rows again as we start to line up. From the outside to the front. We have Lemon ticket at the 7th place in the number 3 car. He will be starting in row 4 on the inside to the outside of row 3 into 20 rounded machine. Again, replacing Jason Dady. We got Steve Waters to the inside of the in the 97 Ford Performance Racing School machine. We got Crucian, otherwise known as Del Ross, or those who know him at his local track, you know who he is. The 12 in the outside of row 2 is driven by Gohan 131. On the inside, in the 4 black and red rental, it's going to be taken up by 1-2 and Proto. Now to the front row, Air's not going to take up the outside spot. Your pole sitter is going to be Shuffle. That being said, we're going to clear the board now. Please try to pace as you should be. Is our flagman there?
Yes, he is.
Okie dokie. You're going to change that light to yellow. You guys will go when the car ahead of you goes. Once the lights are yellow. Your lights are yellow, go when the car ahead of you goes. Again, pace speed's going to be 40. Try to make sure there's a little bit of space between you and the car ahead of it, so you don't just go jumping through them. We're going to need Pro to move up a little. Okay. Yeah, we're going to need some time to get this one going. There's going to running wide. So we need that outside row to move up. Okay. Let's turn the engine sounds up a little bit. Seems like things are a little bit quiet. Aerosnetta, move up. Aerosnetta, move up. Outside row up, please. Looks like Steve Waters is going to have to pull it in. I can allow Lemon to move up to the 6th place spot if you want. It'll be on the outside. Or you can start inside. It's your choice. You can start inside behind Dale. Gohan, move up, please. Again, focus on the car that's to your side. Try to stay ahead of them. Eris, move up. Come on, outside row. Do your job, please, guys. Alright, Jake, pull it in. Lights are going out. Outside row up, please. Come on, Gohan. Come on, Eris. Watch the lights. Don't pass until you cross the start-finish line. Green flag. Allowed to pass. I'm not even going to call that one, Dale. Guys ahead of them were not racing or pacing them, so that's fine. Side by side between Eris and Shuffle. Make sure everyone's on the same lap. It looks like we're good on laps, but Eris is going to fall wide. She'll get bent out of shape. Light's going to be turned green now. That allows Shuffle to run away with it. Gohan in 2nd place. Eris recollecting herself into the 3rd place spot. Now running the inside again. Cuts are a factor, but I think there were some cuts before, so we're going to change all C0. It's F. We're going to do a emergency reset of cuts, so any cuts that happened to that point will not be scored. They will be reset upon the first caution. Okay. Was my bad in hosting, so if you did get a cut, you get a little bit of a break, but only for now. Any cut from here on will be scored, so. Anyways, Shuffle under attack. Here's Dale with the charge for the lead. The 12 of Gohan also the mixture, as well as Arisnetta. Down the inside, here's Gohan. Gohan side by side, forward position. He's going to take it up on front. One cut there for 1 Team Proto. They'll be starting this restart from the back. I don't think I actually briefed that, but if you cut through the tire and there's a caution, you'll be put to the back of the field upon the restart in front of the car that caused the caution, of course. And that's just going to go by order. So there's another one that's serving one. That is Lemon and Dale. So Dale's going to be put to the back here. Don't think it'll actually change how he's running currently, but he is currently doing that, so we'll see. 2 cuts for Dale, so that'll put him behind Lemon. We will make the move on Arisnetta. But Dale's now taking a big risk here with 3 corner cuts, any caution, and that's going to be game over. We'll have to basically restart from the back of the field. Meanwhile, they go 3 wide for the 2nd place spot. Shuffle running away with the lead. Gohan at the helm of that battle for the podium now as they go 3 wide into turn number 1. Out turn number 1, Gohan to the point of it, but there's Arisnetta. 15 laps into this race. Shuffle leading us off. Gohan and Dale climbing up. They were side by side, but here is Arisnetta. A crossover move. Gohan has a cut 2 to serve, so that will affect him. There is 2 drivers that are clean, as Arisnetta and Shuffle, current leaders, so it does show you don't need to cut to go fast here, but it seems like Gohan and Dale ran the risk there. Now, mind you, if this goes on to the race finish, that's going to be a 2-second time penalty for Dale Ross to have to serve. If anyone sees a spin, you could call, of course, a yellow if someone does like a 180. Harris is taking up that second place spot. Dale currently in a podium spot, but if this race finishes as it is, he will most likely be put into 4th place. Dale's going to go way back down inside. He'll make the move on Harris, but Harris is going to slingshot around. I'm going to try to get a thumbnail here if I can. Alright, battle raging on. There is one team Proto being put a lap down. Shuffle still leading us off as I believe we close into the halfway point. Yes, sir. One more lap and we will be at the crosswax point, halfway done. The halfway point has been reached by Shuffle. And he'll be taking home a little Stetson trophy as well as 250 Robux if he continues the way that he's going. Now, he is also cut free, so as it runs, him and Arisnetta without any cuts are out to run a pretty solid race. They're going down the inside of Arisnetta trying to see if he can make any moves work, and it does seem to work as there is Shuffle meanwhile working on a lap car. That is Lemon, his friend he brought over. I'll be putting him down a lap, and he'll be seen as spare bus for the time being. Meanwhile, Arisnetta side by side with Del Ross, who turns 1 and 2. They make their way down the back straightaway to 3 and 4. Dale still running down the inside. He's going to cut it. Another half second, so he's got 2.5 seconds that will have to be added to his overall race finish if this ends under green. Looks like it might be closing in a little bit here to our leader, Shuffle. So far, I think as of technicalities, Eris is still technically in second. She is running a very clean race, and she'll make the move legitimately. Does pass by Dale. All Gohan needs to do is get within about a second, or within 2 seconds of Dale, and he too will also most likely be taking home that podium. But we'll be seeing. There's 15 laps to go in this feature. Shuffle's running a pretty good race. He's going to make his way by one team Proto put him another lap down. There's Eris going wide. The 97 American Mobile Freedom Racing Machine driven by Del Ross. He's going to make that move. Again, closing down to the lead of Shuffle. Shuffle not having any corner cuts. He's running, again, a pretty clean race. So we close in 2 laps here. We'll be at 10 laps to go. We'll make the move on Eris. But Eris still fighting back. She rebounds side by side for the second place spot. Another cut for Dale. He's got a 3-second penalty, or he's going to the back of his lap. Really not a lot for him to lose at this point. Just adding another half second. As here is Ayers closing in on the leader. Dale will also. Although again, he does have a 3-second penalty that will be added to him post-race. Side by side for the front position. Here is Eris looking to make a move. We close into the last couple laps of this feature. Formula Micros. Looks, it does not seem to slow down at any point today with the action. We saw it in the stock I4, so you're seeing it now with the Formula Micros. There's Dale Ross again at the front of the field, but he has a gigantic 3.5 times second penalty. I don't think he'll even be able to finish. He might be able to finish ahead of Gohan. We'll be seeing. 3 laps to go. Again, Dale at the front of the field, but here is Shuffle trying to pass legitimately. Neither he nor Eris have any cuts, and that's going to be the real one going out for the lead. Only a car length separating the two. As Shuffle taking the lead. 1 lap to go. The white flag in the air. Shuffle and Eris side by side, but Shuffle's going to get that exit. How about through 3 and 4? Eris down the inside. Shuffle wins at Saga Speedway. Eris going to come home in second place. And I think Dale will take home a 3rd place. All right, let's stop ourselves here. The race is done. Results are Shuffle. Del Ross is going to be, of course, penalized. 3.5, or actually, that's a 5-second penalty. So, yeah, he will be finishing off in 3rd place. Eris to 2nd place. Gohan's going to be scored as 4th. 5th place is going to be Lemon. 6th place is going to be One Team Proto. If we could have our winner to the start-finish line, we'll be presenting to you your can of Crake as well as a mini Stetson. Here. Take as many as you want. And our flagman's going to give him a checker flag trophy, so Shuffle coming home with a mini Stetson to take his way home, as well as, of course, the big one you want later today. We'll see where that one comes. Let's see where that one comes. Oh, take that one. All right, let me move the table real quickly. I don't want you guys to get in the way. Thank you.
So when does the pre-runner class start?
Alright, let me move this. This moves up a little bit. Yeah. Alright. Shuffle here, do you want to interview
Beautiful
that?
shot.
I'm gonna get that photo real quickly. Dale, if you could chill for a second. Thank you. You know, it's
You
funny
better
is
hurl that flag, boy.
there was actually people that were wearing turkey hats with little Christmas hats on them. There's a turkey with a little Christmas hat, Dale. That was funny.
Oh, that's perfect.
It was perfect. Yeah. Anyway, so Shuffle here, a win, a very well-deserving one at Saga Speedway. Just overall battling to the end, had to get away from Eris. Dale, of course, was there side by side to make it a photo finish. Of course, you knew that wasn't going to be a factor. It's mainly Eris. A very clean race overall for you. What do you guys say for yourself today, Shuffle?
Oh my god, that was close. That was very close. I enjoyed it though, but I could push more. I wanted to push more, but I didn't want to take the risk of losing it due to me making a stupid cut. Because I've done that in quali as well, on one lap in quali, and a few times in practice as well, where I over pushed myself and accidentally cut it, and I could not afford that. So just switching a flick, still going fast, slightly slower but cleaner, and well, the end result talks for itself.
Certainly there, Shuffle. Overall, just shows that you really do have what it takes to potentially have won a championship. And I know this year's not quite it. However, just taking out those wins where you can, and you got basically as much Robux a day as you would have gotten from winning, I think, like three races. So.
Yeah, which I already have done, but
yeah. So, Prix Fat W today, taking home 250 Robux to close at least this chapter. Of course, the oval racing segment of Formula Micro is now done. We're going to be doing 2 more road courses. Next we get going at Chiruma, which is one of those road courses that's quite favorable. And then after that, I see to close out the season. Anything you want to say leading into the future, Shuffle?
yeah, well, this season, the first season is the underdog season, second season is the learning season, the third season will be the one where you prove yourself.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm gonna make that up, but okay. Also, congrats to Eris. She was really, really fast. Good job. I also want to thank Dill because Dill is like awesome. He's great. No one can hate him. Dill's the best.
All right, man.
Don't forget Dale Harnhart Jr.
Yeah. So I want to thank my sponsors. I always see other people do this. I wanna thank Dill Cola, Ford Performance, mainly just Dill. What do we have more? Yeah, of course GMG, but that's my own stuff. Yeah,
Shameless
I want to
plug
thank
on
myself.
RC 2024.
Oh yeah, I want to thank Row Racing Convention, which I definitely not happen to be hosting, and you should check that out. I also see will drive there as well for a league weekend, which is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to close it off, a great race, great day. A lot to do still this season, and on to the next one.
All right. Well, that's awesome. There's Shuffle. Taking home also a pretty significant prize is Arisnetta here. She'll be taking home. Let's see real quickly. I believe it's 150. I want to make sure. Yes, 150 Robux for second place here, Arisnetta. Basically a Rotsmod win and a second place. So not a bad way to send it. Of course, I know you're going for that win. You almost had at the end, just a little bit short. What was going on today, Aris?
I don't know. I've never driven Saugus before, so like, it was interesting. The little ditch thing on the inside was a pretty interesting little fun to try and mess around with. Race was fine, pretty entertaining. Great driving from everyone. It's a shame I couldn't go for the win, but like in the end we can't all get what we want. That's really it, honestly. I don't really know what else I could say other than hoping that next time around I can do better. That's really like just it.
So pretty decent race overall, Arisnetta. Just about the best way to put it. Just ran through, and we'll see where the future goes. Glad to see the 45 out on track again, and I hope you're doing well. Is there anything else you want to say before we move on?
No, not really, no.
Okie dokie. Thank you there, Aris. Hopefully we'll see you either in the midgets or the Rotsmods later today. And what the fuck happened to the timing system?
That sentence was perfect.
Anyways, thank you there, Aris. We're going to talk, let's see, about the man himself, the big digger Dale Ross. Dale Ross, that was an interesting way to run today. 5-second penalty, of course, at the end of the race, but you were still far ahead enough of Gohan to where you were able to keep your spot. Don't you dare say that, Jake.
Hey man, we ain't gonna say nothing.
Alright, well anyways, Dale, a half-second time penalty, or sorry, a 5-second time penalty on an oval, but still pretty much keeping a third-place spot. You will be taking home 100 Robux, but how's today's race been for you?
You see, I didn't. All right, look. I turned on my computer at about 3 o'clock. Actually, exactly 3 o'clock. And my computer is like ancient, so it took it up until like lap 30 or so to actually turn on. So I couldn't hear anything out of the Discord call the entire time. I was purely going based off friggin' everybody else. I didn't know there was a corner cut penalty until after the race. So I didn't really know what's going on.
Oh, it was pretty much the same system.
To make it exciting.
Yeah, you certainly were.
I invented the system, but didn't listen to it.
It's a little different than how you suggested. Of course, you know, resets for cautions, but you know you get a cut, you put to the rear. But yeah.
I mean, hey man, I wish somebody would have caused. If I would have known that there was a reset for caution, I may or may not have would have caused a caution. But because I had quick time there for I don't even know how long. I didn't pay attention to it. I just had purple time at one point. Okay, I still got second. We're having about 55 laps of practice, which was the race, so I'm happy with that.
Fair enough.
Jake is trying to steal money. Very typical for him.
Jesus. Okay. Well, of course, I got another race coming up in a bit. I believe it is the midgets. So we got the midget heats and qualifying, all that shit going together. I think you'll see yourself coming up there.
Probably. If I'm not doing an iRacing official or something like that, I will.
All right. We'll see where that one goes. Again, pretty good prize money just to finish the game main. So we'll see. I don't think there's actually going to be enough people for an LCQ, but we do have the format just in case there is. So.
What time is the main race?
The same time as a Rotsmod race, but instead of, all that bullshit, you just get straight to the main event.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'll probably take like 30 minutes from there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It took me about 20 minutes of driving if it was like fully green the whole time, but knowing how it's going to go, it's probably not going to be green. I'm surprised this race ran as cleanly as it did, and I think that's Jake driving a Super Indy. Now, of course, the Super Indy Oval segment has been done. Last one was, of course, last weekend at OEM down in Mexico, below the border.
I'd like to thank Shuffle for being my son, and now I gotta go.
All right. Well, thank you there, Jill, and also big thanks to the guys that made this race happen. We have, of course, Dapcat 145 and T7 Jake. Dapcat doing the flagman, and Jake, of course, cannot do pacing without you. Thank you very much. I'm actually going to put you guys as helpers. All right. Helpers, Dapcat 145, and then T7 Jake. Yeah. So far, it seems like we got two banger of races going on. And, of course, the next one up will be the heats in about an hour and 15 minutes. So that leaves us with about a 15-minute break to pretty much do anything. We're going to set that up.
You best believe I'm gonna gutter.
All right. All right, so that's set up.
You best believe I'm gonna gutter run this Mustang like the goddamn tofu mobile.
Oh no. Take away his driver's license. Anyway, so to those that are watching, thank you guys. If anyone was watching this one, this was a very fun race to run. Again, we got more action, of course. The main show, the SLCORA Midgets, on their finale. They will be running in about an hour and 15 minutes for their heat races, qualifying, and LCQ if there's enough people. I'll explain that format when it's time, but it's pretty straightforward. It's actually probably like the most simplistic heat race format there could ever possibly be, of course. And after that, of course, at 3 p.m., it is going to be ASC Thoughts Bodies, the finest stock cars around. They'll be racing here on their finale. And after that, at 5 p.m., we'll be doing the Rotsmods, and a pretty unorthodox time to run them, but essentially they're going to be ran like the sprint cars are at the Real Life Turkey Night. They're kind of the big, heavy support class. They're a little bit slower than the midgets are. The micros, of course, have been the fastest cars on the track, and with a time of, I guess, 10.4 set by Arisneta. That's just anything. So, that is probably the fastest times you're going to see this race. So yeah. At 7 p.m. we'll be doing the main event, 98 laps. We hope to see you guys there. But for now, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.